We'll go. Speaking of knockouts and speaking of UFC 300, it's time now for our Musashi knockout moment. And what else could it be? Max Holloway taking out Justin Gaethje. What was your? I mean, we saw your reaction, Volk, but this was absolutely insane, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, it was, especially when he was clearly winning. Which also, as I said, like when I was talking to people, I was surprised by how no one really, well, when you talk to people, they thought he didn't stand a chance. And I was like, I don't know how you think that. I definitely think he's in for a chance and he can get it done. And then he was well ahead. You didn't think?
No.
So, well, there you go, I did. And he was well ahead. And then BMF points to the ground and does that anyway. Like, it just shows you what type of guy Max Holloway is. And then to get a knockout last 10 seconds, who would have picked that? I picked him winning, but I didn't pick him knocking him out.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
All right. If he was to do that to you when you were winning the first fight every single round comfortably and he pointed to the ground like this, would you have accepted that little point to the
he did
ground?
do that. He did do that.
He did?
So he stood there. I'm like, oh, all
which
right,
fight?
come on then. But I'm not going to swing carelessly like that. So he's like, yeah, he sort of did. He's like, come on, we'll go. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever, let's do it. But I was like, I stayed there, but I'm not just going to close my eyes and just brawl, you know what I mean? Like, because I have to be a little bit calculated. It's just not in my nature to just go so careless. But after seeing him do that back-to-back, I think he did he do that with Zombie as well?
No, Zombie's the one.
Zombie just
started going. He's like, come on,
so he's done it a couple of times. I mean, even he ended up getting Arnold Allen.
In the last 10
Arnold Allen
I thought Arnold was winning that until that moment.
And then Arnold Allen just started going, and then I think Max ended up dropping him. So he's doing well with these point of the ground or moments or these brawling moments. So maybe stay away from it, like what Masvidal said. He goes, if he points to the ground, be the Olympic sprinter and run off. Like, I could never run off. But, I mean, don't just engage and throw everything out the window, especially if you're winning. But Max Holloway, he's a BMF, and he did that. And you can't do anything but praise him for it.
Yeah. Well, I might flip the question, Josh. If Max Holloway is doing that to you, what are you doing?
Oh, man, like, if they're, on UFC 300, they're giving away a 300K bonus.
Oh,
man, like, just for you to point down 10 seconds, 300K for 10 seconds. All right, Max, we'll do it for 10 seconds. I'll close my eyes. We just swing.
I mean, it's with Justin Gaethje when Max did, of course, it's like, I'm losing. I'll take this opportunity. So that's if you're in that situation and the guy that's pointing to the ground is winning, you're gonna go for it. You're gonna take it, right?
I feel like now Max has created a culture where, like, whenever we hear the clapper now, it's just gonna be like, oh, hey. Is it a gentleman's agreement to be like, we're going to go in the middle and just...
The thing is, we might
see... Or is everyone going to point and be like, I ain't doing it?
We might see, like, losing fighters do that. Let's just swing and hope for a miracle. But the fact that Max was winning that 5-0 on many scorecards was what was insane about it.
Exactly right. That's why it's going to be a memorable moment on one of the biggest card ever. And it was a massive fight, BMF on the line. Him winning just the whole... You couldn't picture that, or you couldn't script that any better for the man. You know what I mean? So again, obviously I've got this massive rival with Max Holloway, having to fight him 3 times, but I'm happy for the bloke. You know what I mean? Like, he's a great fighter. He got to showcase his skills, because a lot of people were counting him out, which I just don't understand. I always knew that he still had them skills. Like, he was still getting better through our rivalry. I still thought he was. If he was getting better, he was still in his prime. I knew that. Where a lot of people thought he was declining. I was like, no, that's not the case. And he showed you that's not the case.
That's what I heard on an interview, is that he was saying that, like, people think he was over the hill because he's lost to you. But, like, he's, 31 or 32? So he's still in his prime. He's still in his athletic prime. So, and plus with all the experience and knowledge that he has now, going through how many fights he's gone through, like... He's just getting better, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Would you fight him before?
You're finding that he's fighting that little bit smarter as well. So,
well...
It's funny because he did that the whole fight, and then last 10 seconds wanted to throw it all away. But I mean, if you that's what I mean, where he didn't just, he used to be more of a volume fighter, stay in your face and beat you with the volume and pressure you that way and make you make mistakes. We're taking the risk of being hit. Where now he's not like that. He'll make you miss. He'll get angles. He'll do all this sort of stuff. And I noticed that through our rivalry that he was starting to do that. And then obviously didn't work well against me. But with other fighters, you could see him really using them tools really well. And I thought that was going to be the case in this one.
Would you fight him a 4th time?
Would I fight him? I mean, now that he's got a BMF, we might have to do this. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see what happens.
Damn.
At 145 or 155? 155.
Yeah, 155. You may as well. You don't have to cut
away. Any weight, anywhere.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, that like, again, I was always sitting there, like, how could you do it? But maybe there is that something there that could be, there's a BMF now. Maybe that could, like for me, it's 3 and 0. How can you get yourself out of bed for that? A BMF is something that I haven't touched before, so
Legacy.
maybe we can do that, So we'll see what happens.